I want to give you some more information on this blue color, and it's going to be spiritual information. It's probably some information that some of you have never heard about these blue colors, and I pray that you will stay with me to the end so you get a deeper insight into the bigger picture that is going on here. Okay, first of all, prayers and heartfelt thoughts with Maui and everyone that's going through these fires right now. I want to point something out to you about blue, and we're going to talk about the spiritual implications of everything that's going on here. So of course we're going to start off looking at this blue, and I want you to look at how this is blue. Blue, same diff, but carrying on with the blue. We have some more blue, okay? UN soldiers, peacekeeping, keep that peace theme in mind. Their uniforms are blue and their helmets are blue. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that the devil cannot create. He does not create new ideas. He does not create new things. He takes the things that Yehovah has created and the understandings that Yehovah has made, and he twists and perverts them. That is his game. That is what he does. So on that note, we need to talk about the color of blue in scriptures and why this use of blue is so profound. In a true rainbow, there are 7 colors, not 6, okay? And you have at the blue end of the spectrum, blue, indigo, and violet. Now that indigo color is a very special color in the scriptures. Let's go over it. But before we discuss it, we're going to notice that the indigo color, the color between the blue and the violet, is missing in the 6-color flag, the original 6-color flag, okay? That's not by chance. Let's start in Exodus. Now in Exodus, it's talking about the Most High God, and under his feet, something like a pavement made out of lapis. And the color is as bright as blue as the sky. So the sky, that sky color, is that color of lapis. Let's look at lapis. This is the color, okay, that we're looking at. It's lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli. I think that's how you say it. You'll kind of see it on the spectrum of the rainbow in between those bluish colors. In Numbers and Deuteronomy, the children of God are told that throughout their generations, they are to make tassels on the corners of their garments with a blue cord on each tassel. The purpose of these tassels is that so that they would look down at them and they would remember the commandments of Yehovah, that they would obey them and not prostitute themselves by chasing after the lust of their own hearts and eyes. So those tassels with the cord of blue were there to remind them that they should be keeping the commands of Yehovah. The priestly garments were also entirely made out of blue cloth. That is why you sometimes see depictions of Jesus, Yeshua, our high priest, our heavenly high priest, in a blue cloth, because that was the command for the high priest to wear the blue cloth. So here is the tassels that they were commanded to make. They were supposed to have the blue thread within them. I do not like talking about the plans of the enemy, but the enemy does tell you his plans. Here again, we're going back to those really creepy Denver murals. In this Denver mural, you will see that they have the 6-color rainbow again, missing, of course, that blue lapis color. Now, in the middle of this, if you look really closely, all right, just a few features to look at in this mural. They have peace, peace. They're talking about peace. There's a Bible verse that, of course, says, as soon as they're talking about peace, 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 then sudden destruction will come, okay? Now, you'll notice that there is a man here, and he is holding the sword. He's got a big sword, okay? All of these people are different nationalities, and you can kind of figure out which nationality is which. This looks like a Chinese man holding a giant sword, okay? Now you have a blonde boy wearing a red tie. I'm just going to pause there. A red tie. He's a German boy. He's wearing a lederhosen. He's a German blonde little boy. And he's holding a hammer and he's pounding that sword into a harvest sickle. Red tie. German boy wearing a lederhosen. Let's move on back to the blue. Okay, so when you put pure light through something like a prism and refract it, you get the 7 colors of the rainbow, including that indigo color. Now, it's important to understand that that indigo color is the symbol of you being submitted to the throne of Yehovah. And remember what I said before about how the enemy, the devil, likes to take the things of Yehovah and try to put them on himself so that he's creating himself in God's image. He wants to be like God. He wants to be above God. That's why he copies everything that God does. So, what is the devil doing here? The devil is telling you that he's leading you into a covenant with him. That's why the Meta has the blue color. That's why the World Trade or World Health Organization has a blue color. That's why the UN has that blue color. These are all the different things, the parts of the beast system that are leading you into the devil's covenant, the mark of the beast. These things are going to work together. Even Twitter had, before it changed to X, even Twitter had that blue color. Is that just a coincidence? I don't know. But anyways, so the blue color that Yehovah has for us is a symbol of his pure covenant. That's why the people were told to wear the tzit so that they would remember the throne of heaven and keep the commandments. Because if they forgot that they were under the throne of heaven, that was their God, that they would stop keeping the commandments and they would be led astray. There's multiple 7s in the Bible. One thing that also has 7s are the 7 feasts. So with the 7 feasts, the 6th feast over here is atonement, Yom Kippur. Yom Kippur is the priestly feast. It's where the high priest goes into the Holy of Holies and makes atonement on behalf of all of the people, okay? And so you have to know who the high priest is, and that is also where that blue color would be, okay? The high priest wears that blue color, and atonement, the Day of Atonement is linked to that blue color. As per the 7 feasts, okay? So who is your heavenly high priest? Yeshua, Jesus, the Christ, the Messiah. So you have to make sure that you are in covenant with Jesus, Yeshua, the high priest, the Messiah, so that he can make atonement for you, so that you can be in covenant with the Most High God, and that you will have his blue color covenant in your rainbow, okay? In your covenant rainbow. We also have 7 spirits, okay? The 6th spirit is the spirit of might. And that is the power of Yeshua and the power of the kingdom. So you definitely want to have all 7 of these spirits. Yeshua has all 7 of these spirits, and he anoints us with these spirits, okay? So you want to get that spirit of might. You want to make sure that you have your heavenly high priest, and you want to make sure that you are in covenant with the right things, and that you are not going to be led astray by the enemy and corralled through fires, through all of this awful stuff that the enemy has planned, into accepting his covenant, okay? So this is their plan, but it's not a good peace picture. It's a deception, okay? And when they say peace, peace, that's when sudden destruction comes. And you want to make sure that at that moment, you are in covenant with the Most High God. Always remember the throne room of Yehovah and keep his commandments, because he is above all things. This is the endurance of the saints, the testimony of Yeshua, Jesus Christ, and keeping the commandments of Yehovah.